Poop and pee, poop and pee, pee and poop, pee and poop. Let me tell you something, folks. If it weren't for those two words, I wouldn't have a job. And today, we're gonna put me out of a job. Let's get catified! Welcome back, little mojoitos, to another episode of Out of the Box. And as always, Out of the Box is presented by our good friends at Genie. Do yourself a favor and get about a half a dozen. Now, today we're going to talk about cleanliness is next to catliness. Now, in order to achieve this level of catliness, it requires a little bit of compromise. Living with a cat is living in a relationship with an animal. And as such, we have to do things for them that sometimes we don't want to do. Here's the first genius point that I have today. Keep your litter box clean. There was a recent study that actually showed that the vast majority of cats prefer a clean litter box. You don't need science to tell you that. Does that mean you have to be this immaculate kind of OCD litter box cleaner where it's 3 times a day? No. Do your best, but just do it every day. That way you're not chancing that your cat is going to be like, no, I'm going to go here until you clean here. The next point is never camouflage the king of scent soakers. A scent soaker is that really important territorial signpost to your cat. The litter box is not just a place to pee and poop, it is just that key place where your cat can walk by it and they go, this is mine. I smell myself, therefore I am. When you try to perfume or hide that smell, it just smells like perfumey pee or perfumey poop. Say that 3 times fast. Perfumey pee, perfumey... Think about it this way, pretty much every sense that a cat has is more sensitive than humans by a long shot. They have over 200 million scent receptors. That's versus 56 million for humans. So whatever we smell, times it by a lot, and you'll get cat. Perfuming anything is going to drive them away. I don't believe in the scented litter. I mean, have you smelled that stuff before? You know, if you're taking a litter and pouring it into a box and you're just knocked off your feet by the perfume, it's gonna knock your cats off their feet as well, and they're just gonna go away. Now the same thing goes for putting one of those plug-in air fresheners right next to the box. You're basically putting up a sign that says, go away, cat. Go pee in the middle of the dining room where there is no nasty scent. I also know that cats are averse to the smell of citrus, and so many of those air fresheners are made of citrus. These are one of those things you have to do. If you keep the litter box clean, if you're using a litter that is proven to retain scent and plump well, and if you clean the box often, what I mean by clean the box is just empty out the old litter, put in the new litter, you really shouldn't have that big a problem at all. This requires a little bit of understanding, a little bit of compromise on your part. That's just the way it is in the world of cat. The next little piece of compromise is the liner. Those plastic liners, they look like garbage bags that go in the bottom of the litter box. Yeah, no, not a fan. Your cats will scratch and bury their pee and their poop into the litter box. You've seen them all do it, except for some cats who just don't do it. And as if they're saying, hey, human, right there. You see that? Pick it up. I got a few cats who do that, hence my little level of resentment. Anyhow, they bury, they scratch, and what happens is they get their claws stuck on that liner. Now they're pulling and pulling, they're ripping the liner, but it also causes undue stress on your cat. Something unexpected happens when they're in their box, and no matter what that unexpected thing is, it's going to cause a reaction. So why would we chance it? Just say no to the liners and just clean your box on a regular basis, and you won't have anything to worry about. People ask me all the time about these automated litter boxes. In my point of view, my humble opinion, just say no. The thing that could very easily happen is the unexpected. I've seen this so many times where this litter box malfunctions and it just starts while the cat is still in the box. Can you imagine you're peeing or pooping and all of a sudden this big metal rake is coming towards you? You'll probably abbreviate your pee and poop and most likely go someplace else, which is what your cat is going to do also. They could be sitting next to the box and that sound starts of the litter box cleaning itself, and that will scare them off. Just as I tell people not to put their litter boxes near the washer or the dryer for the very same reason, or the hot water heater. That sudden sound coming on can easily create a bad association. Why would you want to risk that? And finally, you're walking your dog down the street and your dog poops in the street and your dog has diarrhea, or there's blood in their stool, or there's something just off about it, well, you pick it up, you throw it in the garbage, and you go to the vet. If you have one of those automated litter boxes, that doesn't happen. It just goes away. As a guardian, one of the things that really gives you a lot of information about your cats is their pee and their poop. If you see blood in your cat's urine, you're one step away from that cat not using the box because they're making a negative association because it hurts when they pee. If that pee just goes away, hey, you'll never know. Look, a last word on this subject. This, admittedly, is one of the bigger compromises when it comes to you and your cat is the litter box. You don't want to get to a place where you're resenting your cat just for being. You're resenting your cat just for fouling up the place that you live. Having our cat's excrement in our place of living somehow bothers us. Listen, this was part of the deal. The payoff is so tremendous to have the presence of cats in our lives, as you know, because you're watching this with me. But just step it back and realize that in any wonderful relationship in your life, compromise is king, man. Listen, I've got, at the moment, 8 cats? Yeah. At the moment, 8 cats inside my house. Yes, that means I have a whole lot of litter boxes, and my house does not stink. I don't think, anyway. Does my house stink? No. My house does not stink. Validation. Now, before I leave you today, I would be remiss if I didn't show you these guys, man. I was just doing a gig in Northern California, and my new friend Casey walked up to me during the Q&A session and gave me these killer fingerless gloves that she made. Apparently she makes gloves for a living. Casey, if you're watching this, write in on the comments below. Tell us who you are, where to get your gloves. I loved you. I loved these gloves so much that I am wearing them now. Thank you very much. Once again, I want to thank our good friends over at Litter Genie for sponsoring Out of the Box because, first of all, they're making it possible. Second of all, they make a great product. And when we're talking about reducing the stink in your house and reducing the amount of resentment in your house, Litter Genie does that. All right, folks, until next time, all light and all love and all mojo to you. Mwah. Love you guys.
You're a bad cat. I'm not a bad cat. You're a bad cat. I'm just misunderstood. Meow.